would know that that's a very sad state of affairs in New York City. If you want to be kept updated about class size, school overcrowding, student privacy is another issue that we're very concerned about. I was just told Chancellor Carranza that the U.S. Department of Education's privacy officer has told the College Board that they violate 3 federal student privacy laws through the confidential student surveys that they give before the administration of the PSAT and SAT, where they are supposed to ask for prior parental consent beforehand, and they do not do that. And then you can subscribe to my newsletter as well. So I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have about any of these issues, if we have time. If we have time.
Because I feel the kick us out here.
Oh, okay, right.
I just want to say, lady, thank you so much. I'm sorry to take your perspective, but you're such a fabulous parent leader who's worked so tirelessly and hard on this. So I actually want to give you another applause. One thing we didn't touch upon here, but I know you're well aware of it, that I find such a problem when you're trying to reduce class size is the fact that fair student funding brings money to the schools based on the number of kids in the classroom. So you create this incredible incentive and dynamic for principals to pack the school, full of kids, as many, every nook and cranny that they can find a spot for kids to get in. So is that also part of your lawsuit that you need to address?
Well, we can't. We have been pushing on the fair student funding formula for a long time, and in fact, our CPAC group, Bill de Blasio said he was going to reconsider for fair student funding formula when he first ran for office, and obviously that has not happened. It is a terrible system because you have to pay for not only do you want to pack kids in because it's underfunded still after all these years, but you have to pay for whatever salary your principal has. Your teachers have, no matter how experienced. And I think we're the only district in the country that does that, which means that principals also have an incentive to get rid of their experienced teachers or not hire them. Today it came out in the Daily News that we are spending more than $100 million a year on maintaining 1,000 people in the absent teacher reserve who never get assigned to a regular class to reduce class size, but who get their full salaries as roving substitutes. So we've been pushing for years to allow principals to hire ATRs. Don't force them if you don't want, but have DOE pay their full salaries, because they're paying them already, but let them hire them to reduce class sizes. That's another reason why I'm totally against the closing of schools. And we recently filed a lawsuit against the closing of PS 25 in Brooklyn for a lot of reasons, but another one of the reasons is that those teachers will be on ATR, and they won't be used to reduce class sizes, and it will cost the city more money every time you close a school, and it makes no sense at all. So the fair student funding is a critical issue for New York City. It needs to be funded at a higher level, but beyond that, each principal should not have to choose between having smaller classes and experienced teachers, because these are two of the only inputs that we know lead to better schools and more learning for kids. And that's what we've done through our principals, through the fair student funding. And so many of the ATRs, that was also in the article, have many years of experience, high salaries, and that's one of the main reasons why principals won't hire them.
Fair student funding is anything but fair. There are so many issues I have with fair student funding in terms of number of classrooms per student. It needs to be revalued. Something needs to be done.
I think that's true, and I think you should take this to your city council member, because they made a big push on upping the funding for fair student funding, but not looking at the formula itself to see how fair it really is.
Sue? I'm wondering what would be really helpful, just with that suggestion of calling you to the council, is if, I don't know, I can't remember if on your website you have sort of a generic letter with this kind of information that we can recraft.
About fair student funding in particular?
And whatever issue, the small class size and stuff. So we can just really
So one of the things I'm going to do, I've been busy on the lawsuits and stuff this year, but I'm going to put up a petition so that you can contact your city council member. What I hope for next year is to get specific funding allocated for class size reduction and to double the capital plan for new schools, which sounds like a lot of money, but because the state gives matching funds and is bonded over many years, it's not really a huge amount of money. So at least the DOE fully funds what it sees in its needs for schools. And then we'll want to improve their calculations on how they do their seats needs, because they're totally non-transparent and we cannot calculate them. Just as one piece about how they calculate their seats needs, it's based on census data that is 20 years old, has not been updated since 2000, and does not include any pre-K or 3K kids in their formula.
Wow.
So we've done an estimate, which we're going to give to Traeger, showing that more than half of pre-K kids in our schools are in overcrowded schools, and there are hundreds of schools in which it's pushed kids into overcrowded schools, and with 3K that's going to get even worse, and they're actually pushing 3K and pre-K next year into schools that have kindergarten waiting lists. So does that make any sense? For your zone school, you will not be able to send your kid to your zone school for kindergarten, but it has pre-K and sometimes 3K in the building, which makes no sense at all. But that sort of shows you that all the mayor's priorities and focus has been on expanding pre-K and absolutely no focus at all on improving conditions for kids in K through 12. And it's really sad. And in fact, when I confronted him in a town hall meeting last year about you promised to reduce class sizes, you promised to do the capital plan and align it with smaller classes, and he says, look, I'm doing pre-K, that's all I can do.
The question is, what is the amount that is supposed to be pre-K?
So pre-K, by state law, is capped at 18 or 20. 20 if you have, I think, 2 teachers, regular teachers. 18 if there's only 1 teacher and an aide. So that's a perfect situation, right? They cannot violate that law. It has to be small. And in my mind, that's one of the reasons that pre-K shows such benefits, is that the class sizes are capped. And they aren't in the other grades, and then the kids go on from a class of 18 to a class of 25 or 30 in kindergarten, and then they get lost. And in fact, there's studies now that show that a lot of the benefits of pre-K get washed out when they go into the other grades. And one of the possible reasons is because of the class sizes in the other grades. Yeah.
So, when we talk about Irish salaries and the corresponding funds,
Yeah.
there was also a reason originally for capping the mass, because there was a flight from less performing schools to more critical schools of experienced teachers. So how do we balance that?
So you're saying that the fair student funding gave an incentive for lower performing schools to hire more experienced teachers?
What I'm saying is that there was an argument for which that formula was put in place. That was experienced teachers all and down in previous schools.
Okay, all right, I got it. So I heard that argument. It certainly has not worked out that way, because no school wants experienced teachers now, whether it's a low-performing school or a high-performing school.
Really?
What the research has shown, and there's good research to show this, is that teacher attrition or turnover rates go down, especially in high-need schools when they have small classes. Because for the first time, teachers gain a sense of success. And there's research studies to show also that one of the primary reasons that public school teachers in New York City leave these schools either to teach in the suburbs or in private schools is that they have smaller classes. And so if you reduce class sizes in our highest need schools, that would in itself be a much more way to keep your teachers, to make sure that they're experienced, than the fair student funding formula.
Right. 2 minutes.
Hi.
I support your class size, but maybe we should change the state law to reduce class size, because right now they just say we're meeting the state law, 35 maximum in high school, et cetera.
There's no state law on class sizes. 34 is the union contractual maximum of the UFT. By the way, the contractual maximums in the UFT contract have not changed in over 50 years.
Wow.
In fact, there used to be a program that capped class sizes at 28 in 1 through 3rd grade, which was a side agreement between the UFT and the city, which Bloomberg and Klein let go, and the UFT did not do a peep. So yeah, so how many times have teacher salaries gone up in the last 50 years? Substantially, many times with every contract, and maybe that's a good thing. But how many times have class sizes been reduced? And by the way, we have so much more research now showing how much class size matters in terms of all the variables that we need for kids to succeed. And they've never negotiated it down from what it was 50 years ago.
And beyond that, with the contractual maxes, you know, you've got to be actually, if your school is overcrowded, if you're in the classroom and you've got 36 kids in your class, you can't breathe it until you hit 37.
Well, that's not exactly true. There are complicated rules that have to do with breakage, but if it's overcrowded, they're supposed to only use that as an excuse 1 year.
Right.
And of course, the rules aren't even followed by the DOE, and there are thousands of classes every fall that violate the union contractual limits that are already too big. The UFT used to do a press conference every year about that. They don't anymore.
But in any event, like, the contractual limit of the UFT should not, it doesn't bind anybody from increasing the size to that limit.
That's right.
So it's not that because the contractual limit is there, the class should grow.
Right, but right now it's the only thing that keeps class sizes from going to 40 or more, especially when you have a chancellor who thinks that larger classes are better than kids. And hopefully we don't have that with this chancellor. I'm crossing my fingers. He seems awfully good so far, but we never know, because de Blasio has no interest in this issue at all. And obviously it costs money, though when I see more than $100 million every year being spent on ATR and the renewal program, which has been a complete bust, and a lot of the other programs that Perugia put in, I think that there should be money for class size reduction as well, and we're going to be pushing for that in next year's budget, and I hope that you guys will help me. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Maybe one thing we probably should do is all work together and maybe come up with a letter that we can support and try to get our parents, our councils and our PTAs and other parents. So I think that's good. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, we need to make a motion to adjourn this meeting. Adjournment. All in favor of adjourning? Okay, meeting adjourned. Thank you. Our next meeting is in August.
August what?
August 9th.
Oh.
There will be no, what?